MrTransformers96 here with another review. This time it is a LEGO movie review, and it's from the LEGO movie. It's set number 70807, and it is MetalBeard's Duel. MetalBeard's Duel. Sorry, it's kind of hard to say it all together. So yeah, so here you go. This might be my first LEGO review ever. I don't do much LEGO collecting. I used to collect some Star Wars LEGO, and then sold my stuff, and just stop collecting, and then I decided to get this set. I did get a Man of Steel Lego set about a year ago, and when I got that, a lot of people requested a review, so I don't know, maybe you guys will like my reviewing of Legos a little bit. So yeah, I did pick this pack up. I saw the movie, really enjoyed the movie, and once I saw the movie, I was kind of tempted by these guys, but I thought to myself, don't buy them. If you buy them, you're just going to regret it later, so just don't buy them. And then they had a sale where you spend $50, you can get $15 off Lego products, and that was like, okay, I don't care, I'm gonna buy it. I bought it and really enjoyed it. At the time, I bought this as well as a small Star Wars Lego pack to get that discount, but then I decided, because I like this pack so much, to go back, return my Star Wars pack, and also pick up this one. So I do have the garbage truck from the Lego movie, which I might review. That one has like two versions of it, so I might review that one. But here you go, I'm reviewing this one. And yeah, so here's the set. Let's go over the box real fast. Alright, so here's the box. As you can see, we've got MetalBeard versus the Micromanager, and then you get some of the minifigures, It's just a nice big scene, looks good. As you can see, 412 pieces, and here's the 3 minifigures that you'll get in this pack. On the back, it just gives you another look at a battle scene, a different version than the one that they have on before on the front page. And then, of course, you've got the functions of the set. So yeah, so here you go. So overall, the box, quite nice, really do like it, decent size, and overall looks pretty nice. So now let's go over the minifigs that come with this set. So here's the 3 characters that you get. You get one construction worker, which you do see in the movie. I believe that this is the guy that was talking about Emmett. His name is Emmett, right? But it was talking about Emmett in that video that Bad Cop shows Emmett. I'm pretty sure that that's the same construction worker. And then you have this skeleton robot, and then you have this robot cop, if you will, RoboCop. So yeah, so as you can see, very cool. You get 2 villains, 1 good guy, and they all are quite well detailed. Of course, you've got the skeleton robot. I didn't really understand, like, halfway through the movie, just like switching the bad guys off to these skeleton robot guys. Doesn't look great to me. Looks just basically like a complete skeleton, and then the face has like some robot parts. Then this construction worker looks great, really nice, really do like him. No face on the back of the head, but overall very cool. But my personal favorite, the RoboCop, the SWAT team cop. As you can see, looks very cool. You get the helmet, which is nice, with the visor that does move up. And you can see his face underneath, as well as the gun. The gun also has a clip on it, which is kind of cool. You do get 2 of these visors for some reason, I don't know, but as part of these spare parts, you do get a second visor. So overall, 3 very good minifigures. I'm glad that you get some villains, and overall, they all look quite nice. Alright, so here's the large villain of the pack. You've got the Micromanager. Overall, very cool. I absolutely love the name of this guy as well. Thought it was quite perfect for him. And overall, he looks really cool. He does kind of look like an AT-AT from like Star Wars. He's got that type of look, but overall quite nice. Of course, you do have a very boxed type of exterior up top. Looks cool. You get a couple red buttons to kind of indicate eyes and like a face. You do get 2 missile pods that are out here that can just retract into his head to give him a complete square look, but I think he looks better with them out. It's a little hard to get them out, but you just come out here and they're just on a simple hinge, and they just fly right out. They are flick missiles. Not 100% how you use these. I guess you just do that. Not real impressive. But it's okay. I mean, I think that MetalBeard's firing mechanism is a lot cooler than this, but this works. I do like on the top how you do have like a little hatch with a little, twisty thing to open it, kind of like, and it just swings right open just on hinges right there. You do have space inside to put a figure in there, and you can. And there is like a Legoed floor, so you can put them there. And then just close it down. And then, I mean, you can like kind of see them inside there. You see them there? you know, but it is quite hard to see him. I really don't think that there's any need to put somebody in there because you can't see him at all. But overall, it still is nice that you do have the capability to do so. The legs look really good. I really like the design of this, how it's kind of like the chicken-legged. Overall, very cool though. I think it looks really nice. I do have like one foot in front of the other. If you want to put them just, you know, completely like together, he does have a bit trouble standing. You can do it, but you have to do some stuff to really kind of get him to be standing comfortably. So yeah, but it does look a lot better in my opinion to have like one foot out further. So so I think it works anyway like that. I think that looks quite nice. And then as far as the articulation, you do have like a hinge up here that just swings in, doesn't go out anymore, but overall very nice. You have a hinge up here, a hinge right here, and a hinge right there. So you have 3 hinges in the legs as well as a swivel up top. Very nice articulation for the legs. Really impressed. I was really impressed with both of these figures on articulation. I really didn't think that you could articulate Legos like this, and quite impressive with the kind of arms, tentacles that are used to kind of put people in a nice standard standing position, so that they can all be glued together, you know, which is kind of a really funny concept. But overall, it's very cool, very like tentacle arms, and they have a swivel right at the base. They have 1, 2, and 3 hinges, as well as I believe, oh no, you can't really swivel the wrist, I guess you can call it. So you do have 3 hinges in here. Overall, that is truly great. You can really get some good poses and do some really cool stuff with them, and I am quite impressed by that. It did break off, you know, every now and then. The Legos, they're not super sturdy, but you know, they work. Overall, very cool. You can put them in some really cool positions. And what's also really nice is that they can hold figures, because these little claws are fairly soft plastic. I mean, they're not like really soft plastic, but they are a little bit. They're a tiny bit pliable, and you can just like put characters in there, like have him holding them, which is very cool. And when you take the hat off, you can also. Jeez, that was tough. But you can also have them holding the head, which is also very funny, very cool. Really nice. I'm really glad that they can actually, that the hands can actually hold the figures. It allows for some really good poses and playability. So overall, really like this. The Micromanager is a great little minifigure. Very impressed by it, and overall really cool. You know, I didn't think that there'd be much to him, but he actually is has quite a lot to going for him, which is quite nice. And here he is, just if you were wondering, with another Micromanager. Of course, this is a smaller, boxier one, but as you can see, this one is just really great. I mean, I'd highly recommend getting this like over one of these. You know, I wouldn't say going into this, buying this and being like, oh, I'm fine with the small one. The big one is really definitely worth it. You've got a lot to it and a lot of playability as well as posing options. So there you go. Overall, very nice. Now let's go over MetalBeard. So here's the star of this pack, the one that's going to drive you to buy it, and the only like main character from this pack. There's a lot of characters that we see in the movie and everything, and there's a lot of them, but MetalBeard is one of a kind, and he is one of the main good guys in the movie. So overall, it is nice that you get this. That would be like my only complaint about this pack. It's lacking on main characters. There's I would have liked Emmett, or just I'm not great with remembering their names, but I would have liked at least one other just small figure like this that was part of the main cast from the movie, and unfortunately don't get it. But this also works out too, because technically he is one character, although he is quite large and quite odd looking. He is just a standard minifigure, I guess you can call him. So yeah, so of course he is the pirate. Very cool. He's like a Transformer pirate, which is really neat. He tons of pirate influence all over him. He's got the parrot up there. He's got some sails. He's got a steering wheel. He's got cannons. He's got a shark. He's got like a piece of a boat here. It looks like to me, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. But this looks like a piece of like a boat. He's got guns. He's got telescopes and binoculars all over him. He's got a treasure chest. He's just full of pirate stuff, which is very cool. Really do like him. Just give you like a 360 to really check him out. He's got an anchor. I mean, just the little details like that are so cool. He's got a barrel right there. I mean, there's so many little pirate things to look at, which is quite neat. And he is quite busy, so there's a lot going on here, which makes it cool. Starting off with one of his features, the treasure chest does open, and for some reason it's like hard to open. There's like not a good place to grab it. And geez, I don't know why it's fighting me, but this should open. There we go. Oh, I was pulling on the handles. Yeah, but the top does open, and he does have two bones and like a sausage. It kind of looks like a spleen to me. I don't know, but it's supposed to be like his body parts because, of course, in the movie they show a quick flashback. But after trying to infiltrate Lord Business's facilities, he was attacked, and like lost everything but his head. So and that's why he came up with this big suit to survive. Very neat, and I really do like that you can actually like open this and have his body parts and everything in there, which is quite nice. I do have the garbage truck set like I showed you, and that does come with a couple of bones, so you can even put just more bones in here and stuff if you so please from the other sets. So yeah. Overall, his beard, very cool. Obviously supposed to look like a metal thing. Unfortunately, if you haven't seen the movie, there's a bit of a spoiler here, so you might not want to watch this. But the metal beard, of course, because this is like just a kid's toy. A kid put this together apparently in the movie, and I mean, there's no piece like this. This is obviously made directly because of the Lego movie, so there's no way the kid could have put this together because there's no piece that exists that's supposed to look like a metal beard. So that's a little bit but what are you gonna do? Of course, that's a very small complaint. But as you can see, the metal beard does look kind of cool. Really do like his face, a very tough face, but still he's like a normal Lego looking face, which is cool. You get the crossbones, which is completely like Legolized, which is really neat. You do get like this fire, I don't know if that's supposed to be like fire or feather, but you get this thing up there. It looks kind of neat. He's got his shoulder pads with some gears on them, and then of course, like I said, you get the sails, the flags right there with a parrot, as well as a little smokestack with like a puff of smoke. Really quite neat. You get the shark on his arm, which does open and shut his mouth, and you can actually I believe you can. Yeah, you can fit a figure in like his mouth. You should be able to. It shows you on the package, but yeah, I mean, if you fidget around with it a little bit, you can fit a figure in there. There we go. Like that. I don't know, you've got to work with it a little bit, but on the box it does show you a picture of that anyway. But yeah, the shark is quite nice and does open and close its mouth, which is cool. The fingers I absolutely love. They all are on hinges, which are great, fantastic for posability, and you can really do a lot of fun stuff with them. Very happy about these posable fingers, and overall very cool. And as you can see on the other side, of course, very different. You get cannons instead of the hand. Now, the biggest thing that I don't like about this pack is that these cannons pop out a lot. You just have to pop them back in, and make sure that you're holding like the ball joint when you go to articulate them. Overall, it's very annoying because these do pop off quite a lot. On the back here on this arm, you do have, you do have the steering wheel on his back. There we go. Put out the ankle. Alright, and the steering wheel on the back, it does spin as well. It's on like a little hinge, so it can kind of like go around, which is kind of neat. You do get 4 like cannonballs. I took one of them off to demonstrate, as well as you do get an extra chain that's not used for anything. I like to just put it here. I think it kind of looks nice. But one of the cannonballs that you can put on there, you can take off, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to load it in the cannon. In one of the cannons, you can pick whichever one you'd like, but you just put it in there, and then you take the back, you pull on the back, and then you let go, and he shoots the cannonball. I think it's a wonderful little gimmick. It's not something that, you just like flick something out. You actually pull back and let go and have it, shoot out. I think that it's an excellent little idea. I love that he shoots a little Lego, and I think that that's perfect. That's something that's totally fun. The kids are going to love it, and overall it works really nicely, and it has a lot of punch to it. It really flies out, which is nice. And overall, that's very cool. You come down to the legs, you can detach this this anchor like I just did, and it just pops right back on. But the anchor does swivel as well, so if you have really wide leg stance, the anchor will still hang down like it should, which is kind of neat. He's got like this peg leg with a barrel and everything, very cool. Really do like that. Then he's got this other leg which looks really nice. He's got the spy glasses and the gun right there. Overall, very cool. Tons of detail, tons of stuff to look at from him. But overall, he is great. Articulation is fantastic. Head's on a swivel. But it is kind of hard to move. You kind of have to really, kind of like try to grab his face when you're trying to move him to get him to kind of look one way or whatnot. It's a bit, just of a pain, but it's alright. He's got a ball-jointed shoulder as well as a ball-jointed elbow. He's got hinges on all the fingers, ball-jointed shoulder, ball-jointed kind of like elbow, but, there's not really anything at the wrist. It does swivel, and then the actual cannons individually swivel as well. The shoulder pads do hinge up and down, so you can get them to an appropriate stance. He has a swivel waist, which is really nice, quite unnecessary, but still really great. He's got ratcheting, hip joints that are like a ball joint, and then he's got like a ball jointed ankle, so you can really get some just fantastic posability out of him. You can do so many cool little stances and poses. It's just like unreal. I love this figure. I think that you can just get him to look so cool and in such a cool pose. I mean, look at that. Such a dynamic, little figure. Very cool. Really do love it. The articulation really blew me away. Like I said, I don't collect Legos, so I was really impressed that they could make a figure like this that's so well articulated. So overall, this MetalBeard figure is absolutely great. Really do love him. Very unique and very interesting. Alright, one more thing before I wrap up the review. MetalBeard does have this sword. I forgot to show you. Overall, looks kind of nice. The sword is kind of bent, though. Don't really like that. And he can hold it. He doesn't hold it super well. It's not great in my opinion, but I'm still glad that you get it. And kids will probably have fun that he comes with a sword. Of course, you need it. He's a pirate, so overall, that's quite nice. But overall, this set is very good. I really enjoy it. I enjoyed putting it together. Not very hard, but still a lot of fun. And it took a decent amount of time too, which is quite nice. And you get a lot of cool things. You get a nice big villain, a big hero, and a main hero from the movie. And you get quite a lot with it. 3 extra minifigures other than the 2 big ones, which is quite nice. Of course, I would have liked another main character. I think that main character-wise, it's lacking. It really kind of makes you, kind of need to buy the other figures to kind of have a complete, set of the main characters, which is a shame. I would have liked a main character in this pack other than MetalBeard, but that's not a big deal. Overall, it's a fantastic pack. It's $35, which I don't think is too bad for what you get. I think that there's a lot of playability. For kids, it's fantastic, and for collectors, it's a lot of fun as well. I really am enjoying this, and overall, it's very cool. Really quickly before I go, here's the extra pieces that you'll get in this set. Of course, you'll also get the chain, but I do have that displayed on him, so you do get a decent amount of extra little goodies too, if you like to use those for a custom or whatnot. Overall, great set. Highly recommended to anybody who's a fan of Lego, and especially a fan of the Lego movie. Definitely a lot of fun, and just really well put together. And what's kind of neat is these are basically 1-in-1 scale replicas. I mean, they're exactly perfect to how they are in the movie, and they're the right size for how they are in the movie, so they're like complete replicas, which is really quite neat. Overall, great set, highly recommended, and compared to the other set I picked up, this one is better in my opinion, but the other set is still quite nice. Overall, highly recommended, and just a great set, and thank you for watching.